Hey everybody, Steve Przebrowski here. Welcome to tip number 50 in the series 101 Tips to Ace Your Promotional Exam. As a reminder, my website, code3firetraining.com, is a free stuff link with lots of great free information on there to help you or anybody else that you're working with, mentoring, and helping be the best they can be. And this tip series are based on the book that's been based on my book that was recently published by Fire and Training Books and Videos of the same name here, and available off their website as well as my website. And you got a code, 25% off code there in the green box. Let me know if you have any issues using that off of their website. So tip number 50. This is critical. Have at least 3 personal strengths to share and discuss. Now, we'll talk about weaknesses. Trust me, we'll talk about weaknesses, but right now we're just talking about strengths. The strengths are the easy part. Weaknesses get a little more challenging. But anyway, have at least 3 personal strengths to share and discuss. And the reason why is it's probably a very common oral board question for any rank, and firefighter all the way up. And it may not be worded about what's your greatest strength. It could be what's your greatest strength, your greatest character trait, your greatest something that leads, or basically something where the oral board is asking you to tell us about yourself, but more importantly, why you are the best fit. Tell us about something within your background, which is, again, usually tied to a personal strength or a characteristic. And even if you don't get asked that oral board question, you should be prepared for that question. When they say, hey, what's your greatest strength? I got to think about that one. And here's the key. I used to stress over this because what's the most important strength? Is it loyalty, dependability, hardworking, ethical, dependable, nice? What I've learned over the years, it's not the trait. First of all, you got to answer something. You got to come up with at least one answer, but I suggest 3 because at least if you have 3, you're more prepared. But anyway, one's not better than the other. There is no right answer. And so don't think of going, what's better? Should I say ethical versus loyal versus dependable? Don't get wrapped around the axle trying to stress over what is the best one to offer, because it's not what you say. It's how you say it, how you back it up, how you support it, how you justify it, how you give an example to prove that you are what you say you are. Now, most people, though, when they get asked that question, tell us what your greatest strength is, or maybe 2 greatest strengths or 3 greatest strengths. A lot of times people say, well, I'm loyal and I'm dependable. Okay. 70% answer. Well, how do I get to 80, 90% or higher? Well, don't just say you're loyal or dependable or whatever. Say it. Back it up or support it with an example in your career or your life. It doesn't have to be on duty, could be off duty. So support it, back it up, and tie it into the position. So think about any of those words I shared: loyal, dependable, hardworking, blah, 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 ethical. Again, they're all about the same. There is no one more important than the other. I don't think there is, because the oral board does not have well, if they don't answer, ethical, give them a lower score. No. There's usually no right answer. But anyway, say something, tie it into the position, support it, and then tie it into the position. Let's think about the word ethical or dependable or motivated or hardworking or loyal. Any of those words you can tie into the position. Think about it, whether you're a firefighter or going for captain or going for battalion chief. I don't care the rank. You think it's critical for a firefighter to be dependable or ethical or loyal or a hard work? Yeah. Or a captain, yep. So tied into the position. And it's not just to your coworkers, it's to those that may be those that you're leading or supervising. It could be to the ranks above. And ultimately you're also supporting the citizens that you're serving every day in the community. So you can tie anything into any position. So say it, back it up with a fact, and more importantly, tie it into the position. I think those 3 things can help raise that score. But as I mentioned, there is no best or worst. Again, I know everyone wants to have, there is none, because the oral board is more concerned about your thought process. The justification obviously is critical, but also your thought process. So be able to share that, provide examples. Again, don't just tell me you're dependable. Okay. I'm dependable because Okay. And it's important for a firefighter or captain or battalion chief, whatever rank, to be dependable because my crew's depending on me, the department's depending on me, my supervisor's depending on me, the public's depending on me. Those, I think, is what makes the positive difference. And as I shared, tied into the position. So say it, back it up with a fact or two, and tie it into the position, I think is critical. And if you cannot articulate, support, and justify at least 3 strengths, how do you expect to be able to successfully sell yourself and convince that oral board that you've taken full stock of yourself and you understand your strengths, your weaknesses, your limitations, and whatever? Because if you can't sell yourself, they're not going to buy it. So take the test next time. Have a nice day. Thank you for playing. Johnny told him what he could have won. And for those of you who go, what the hell is that? Old reference, Johnny Carson, Today Show, or Tonight Show, excuse me. And if you go, what the fuck? Just Google Tonight Show, Johnny Carson, Ed McMahon. Old school stuff. See, haven't forgotten where I came from, old school. All right, as always, please don't hesitate to reach out if I can be of any assistance. And until the next time, we'll see you soon. Have a good day.